Have you ever had a song stuck in your head? Not just the singer's voice, but the specific pulse of the synth, the crash of the drum, that magical build before the chorus? That isn't an accident. That is the handiwork of a master producer. While we celebrate the idols on stage, it's often the unseen architects in the studio who craft the very soundscapes that define generations. Think about Max Martin. You may not know his face, but you know his sound. A sound that has produced more #1 hits than anyone in history.
You sound so good. I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
He's the genius behind anthems like Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, the most streamed song on the planet. He didn't just record a song, he engineered a feeling. That is the profound power of a producer. And that exact same caliber of world-building artistry is the engine behind the explosive soundtrack of K-pop Demon Hunters.
Like when you heard that it had like 8 million Spotify streams and #1 on iTunes, like what was your reaction?
Incredibly satisfying.
The vocalists bring the heart and the charisma, but the producers, they build the entire universe. So today we're shifting the spotlight to the producers and songwriters who weaponized every beat, every melody, and every harmony to create the unforgettable sound of this phenomenon.
Zoe, we're gonna need a new song. I got 23 notebooks full of demon insults ready to go.
Imagine a song born from pure rage and vengeance, a sonic weapon designed to strike at the heart of darkness itself. This is the story behind Takedown.
It's a takedown, I'ma take you out, you'll break down like what? 정신을 놓고 다시 밟고 가는 새겨 놔. I don't think you're ready for the takedown.
In the animated world of the film, Takedown is conceived by the girl group Huntrix as a diss track against their demonic rivals, the Saja Boys. In the real world, the mastermind behind the music's production and lyrics are executive music producer Ian Eisendrath and Lindgren. The journey to becoming the executive music producer behind the global phenomenon K-pop Demon Hunters began not in a recording studio, but in the world of theater. Ian Eisendrath, an Olivier Award-winning and Grammy-nominated music producer, cultivated a unique skill set that would one day make him the ideal architect for a groundbreaking animated musical. His foundation was built at the University of Michigan School of Music, where he double majored in theater directing and music. This dual focus sparked a lifelong passion for music dramaturgy, exploring how a song, both musically and lyrically, can serve a narrative experience and deeply connect with an audience. Eisendrath honed this craft on Broadway, most notably as the music supervisor, arranger, and conductor for the critically acclaimed musical Come From Away.
You'll probably understand about a half of what we say.
His ability to harness music for powerful storytelling translated seamlessly to film and television. He served as executive music producer for major projects like Disney's live-action Snow White, Apple's Spirited, and Sony's Lyle Lyle Crocodile. The call that would change his trajectory came from Spring Aspers, president of music at Sony Motion Picture Group, immediately after they wrapped Lyle Lyle Crocodile. Aspers presented a unique challenge, an animated film about a K-pop girl group who are also demon hunters. His task was immense. He had to collaborate with K-pop's biggest hitmakers, like the Black Label and the writers behind BTS's Butter, and guide them to craft songs that were not only chart-topping bangers, but also served the story, characters, and emotional arc of the film. Over 3 years, Eisendrath became the central hub, weaving together the visions of directors Maggie Kang and Chris Applehands with the talents of a diverse team of songwriters. He wrote Takedown with Lindgren, a Grammy-winning producer known for his work with megastars like BTS and Twice. The directive was clear: create a hard-hitting, aggressive track that leaned into hip-hop influences, a song that would feel at home on a real K-pop group's album. But this wasn't a typical songwriting camp. The process was intensely iterative, spanning years to perfectly balance pop appeal with story function. The result was an explosive track voiced by EJAE as Rumi, Audrey Nuna as Mira, and Ray Ami as Zoe. But the magic didn't stop there. To authenticate the project for K-pop fans, Eisendrath and Republic Records brought in a legendary real-life group. Jonghyun, Jihyo, and Taeyang of Twice performed a powerhouse end credits version. This collaboration was a seismic event. They initially thought the song was almost too intense for them, but they embraced the challenge, making it their own.
So generous with it.
They really loved the movie.
Yeah, which was early signs for us of like, okay, I think we got this right.
Got to meet Jihyo and Changhyun recently, and they were so excited, and they were talking about how much of a challenge it was actually to sing the song, and they really wanted to do a great job.
The achievements are staggering. The song stormed charts worldwide, peaking at number 21 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and dominating Spotify's US chart. It became a cultural touchstone, performed live drive-by twice at Lollapalooza 2025 in a groundbreaking set accompanied by a drone show that lit up the Chicago sky with the message, "The Han Moon is sealed." Takedown proved that a song from an animated film could be more than just a soundtrack filler. It could be a legitimately great chart-topping pop song.
We can't fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless.
In the world of music, the most powerful anthems often emerge from real-life stories. For songwriters Jenna Andrews and Stephen Kirk, their own journey from colleagues to close friends and eventually to romantic partners became the emotional bedrock for one of the most beloved duets in recent memory.
Then after a little time, I was like, okay, now I don't want to be friends. Now we should be a couple. So that was my next goal.
Their professional synergy, honed on global hits like BTS's Butter, made them the ideal choice for executive music producer Ian Eisendrath. When he needed a song that was more than just a performance, he needed a confession. Eisendrath envisioned Free as the film's pivotal turning point. It wasn't a stage number for adoring fans, but a private, raw moment between the demon hunter Rumi and the tormented demon Jisoo. He described it as two people singing to each other and sharing things they've probably never shared with another human in the world. To bring this vision to life, he paired Jenna and Stephen with Broadway-trained songwriter Mark Sonnenblick, creating a trio capable of blending pop sensibilities with theatrical depth. Together, they crafted a ballad that yearned for release, freedom from external threats, but more importantly, from the burdens of their hidden selves. The lyrics. Why does it feel right every time I let you in? Why does it feel like I can tell you anything? Perfectly captured the fragile trust between the characters, a theme that mirrored the writer's own relationship. But a song is nothing without its voice. Eisendrath worked intimately with the vocalists, EJAE and Andrew Choi. He guided them away from polished, stylized K-pop perfection and toward a raw, unfiltered honesty.
He vocal directed me every step of the way, and it was such a huge learning experience for me because I never knew that a single word could be that important. And so there were just particular words that he had me sing like literally 20, 30, 40 times.
Oh my gosh.
Andrew channeled Jinoo's centuries of defensive guilt, while EJ conveyed Rumi's empathetic strength. The result was a musical conversation that felt less like a performance and more like two broken souls finding solace in each other, dreaming of a plan to fix it by facing their demons together. The success of Free paved the way for an even greater challenge. The film's show-stopping finale, What It Sounds Like. For this anthem, Eisendrath once again assembled the same core team, Andrews, Kirk, and Sonnenblick, tasking them with composing nothing less than a battle cry for authenticity. What It Sounds Like is a monumental declaration. Performed by EJ as Rumi, with Audrey Nuna as Mira and Ray Ami as Zoe, the song serves as the film's emotional climax. It's the moment Rumi undergoes an awakening, realizing the mission to seal the demons is flawed. She instead chooses to tear down the boundaries, embracing individuality and unity. The lyrics are a powerful testament to self-acceptance. Lines like, "I broke into a million pieces, but now I'm seeing all the beauty in the broken glass." And the repeated refrain, "My voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like," signify Rumi's declaration of her true self. Eisendrath described it as a moment where Rumi shows up, fully herself, and in doing so, awakens the entire world. Once again, Eisendrath's direction was crucial. He instructed EJ to sing in her most authentic, rich, not squeaky clean K-pop sound, making her powerful, raspy vocals the song's centerpiece. The goal was to make it feel less like a perfect pop song and more like a cathartic release, the sound of a burden being lifted. Behind the scenes, the collaboration between Jenna, Stephen, and Mark symbolized the very message of both songs, that creativity and connection flourish when artists embrace vulnerability. Upon release, both songs resonated deeply with fans. Free became an anthem for the desire to be fully known and accepted, while What It Sounds Like was celebrated as a powerful ode to mental health and self-acceptance. Their success underscored Ian Eisendrath's philosophy that music and film must serve the story first, creating moments where character and melody become inseparable.
So we sort of set this goal of like the songs need to forward the story. The lyrics really need to work in the character's mouth.
It's time.
When K-pop Demon Hunters first came into the spotlight, it wasn't just the animation or the star-studded cast that captured global attention. The music enchanted everyone. 4 songs from the soundtrack entered and still charting inside the Billboard Hot 100 Top 10. Behind the beat, the lyric, and the anthem that carried the film's heart stood a powerhouse of creators, the Black Label. Founded by Teddy Park, debuted as the leader of the hip-hop group One Time, and now one of K-pop's most influential producers, the Black Label has built a reputation for crafting songs that don't just entertain, they define eras. Teddy's genius lies not only in his ability to write addictive hooks, but in his vision for soundscapes that tell stories. And in K-pop Demon Hunters, his team poured everything into creating music that felt as cinematic as it was emotional.
저는 프로듀서 팀 아이디오의 곽준규라고 합니다.
팀 아이디오의 남희동이라고 합니다.
아이디오의 이유환이라고 합니다.
The journey began with How It's Done.
But you just crossed the line, knocking you out like a lullaby. Hear that something in your mind.
A track designed to set the tone of the film and introduce Huntrix, Zoe as the rapper, Mira as the lead dancer, and Rumi as the main vocalist. Teddy led the charge, sketching a framework of bold beats and razor-sharp rhythm. Alongside him, 24-born So Jung-hoon, producer for Blackpink and their solo songs, brought in his signature layering of textures, giving the song its edgy, high-energy pulse. IDO, part of the collective Yuhan, Jun, and NHD, who began their career crafting hits for some of K-pop's biggest acts, including Blackpink's Pink Venom, blended infectious grooves with emotional depth. Lyricists Danny Chung, EJAE, and Mark Sonnenblick sharpened the narrative, weaving English and Korean seamlessly to give the track international punch.
It's like a balance between like theater, musical, but it's not really a musical, in like Korean K-pop, but it's not really pop.
It became not just a song, but the anthem of confidence that opened the world of K-pop Demon Hunters. Then came Soda Pop, the introduction song of Saja Boys in the film. Eisendrath 24 and Damin-suk, producer for All Day Project, Zion T, and more, shaped the song's bright, pop-forward soundscape, making it the most fun song of the soundtrack. Danny Chung, Kush, former member of Stony Skunk and co-founder of the Black Label, and Vince, R&B artist formerly known as Joe Ree, helped in crafting the perfect lyrics for this ear-candy pop song. The result was a refreshing burst of energy, a track that showed the lighthearted side of the characters while still carrying that trademark Black Label polish. But perhaps the most striking piece was your idol.
Keeping you obsessed. No, I'm the only one right now. More than power, more than gold. I'm the only one who loves your sin.
This was where IDEO, 24, and Eisendrath pushed boundaries. The track fused traditional instrumentation with modern trap beats, creating a hauntingly unique sound. Kush added atmospheric layers that gave the track emotional weight. Your Idol wasn't just music, it was storytelling through sound, a pivotal moment in the film where the audience truly understood the stakes. And finally, Golden, the movie's crown jewel.
I was a ghost, I was alone, to believe I was the queen that I meant to be.
Eisendrath envisioned this track as the I Want song, where Huntrix sings to fulfill their destiny. He drew on the Black Label's full arsenal and produced the song with IDO, 24, and Teddy. They engineered the intricate balance between orchestral swells and trap beats. EJAE and Mark Sonnenblick helped pen the lyrics that spoke of resilience, triumph, and legacy, words that gave fans an anthem to hold on to. The result? Golden transcended the film. It debuted at number 81 on the Billboard Hot 100, and now spent its 5th week at number 1, surpassing previous animated chart toppers. It broke records, made history, and people around the world all sang the same chorus, proof that the music had touched something universal. In the end, K-pop Demon Hunters wasn't just a visual triumph. It was a sonic achievement. And while the stars on screen gave faces to the story, it was the producers and songwriters who gave the film a heartbeat.
문이 있어요. 실제로 존재하지 않지만 K-pop 그룹의 곡을 완성했을 때 마음으로 임하긴 했지만 결국엔 영화 음악이니까 이 정도의 반응을 예상은 못했거든요.
상상으로는 당연히 1등이고요. 그래미도 생각하고 있고요. 앞으로 많은 상과 많은 차트의 좋은 성적 계속 기대하고 있겠습니다.
What was your favorite song from the film? Let us know in the comments.